This upcoming weekend is going to be a very fun and exciting weekend if you're a motorsports fan, like it was last week with Monaco, Indianapolis, and Charlotte. This time around, we're just going to focus on two series. As always, Formula One out in Barcelona and NASCAR heading out to a track of many names. You got Gateway, you got St. Louis, you got Illinois, you got the Worldwide Technology Raceway. There are many names for the track, but we're just going to go with St. Louis. They raced here last year in St. Louis, and we saw Joey Logano, a Ford, going to victory lane. And for Formula One, we saw Verstappen dominating, or pretty much Red Bull dominated last year out in Barcelona. That's when Verstappen had the clicking issues at the DRS. He really couldn't get it open. This time around, though, I believe he will get it working, and it's going to be a fun race for both series. I'm also doing a Pick 5 contest, so put your picks down below for the Cup race to be entered. And so follow all of my social media pages. Enough said, here on to the intro we go.
Hey, Ryan Blaney here, and you're watching William Blackman on YouTube.
To be fair, Barcelona is a track where it is a good divider between low and high downforce, and I believe it's going to bring in more teams into the mix for a potential win this weekend out in Barcelona. Obviously, you can see who I got winning, as it's going to be Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton last year in 2022, Mercedes as a whole had a terrible car. They had a lot of drag, and with that drag, Lewis Hamilton came to Barcelona on the first lap, got together with Kevin Magnussen, but he rebounded for 5th place. He came from last to 5th. If he would have had that same race pace without not getting taken out from Magnussen in the Haas, Hamilton would have easily won the Grand Prix a year ago. And I believe the car this year is light years ahead of last year's vehicle, and it's a lot quicker, and it's a little bit better when it comes to drag. And I believe Lewis Hamilton and the Mercedes are just going to have the fine balance of it all, and they will go out to Barcelona this weekend and win the Spanish Grand Prix. All right, here, Verstappen coming home in second. If he's not going to win it, he's going to come in second. There's no ifs and buts. And Fernando Alonso is going to round out my podium. Obviously, there's a lot of simple things you can put in, but the driver I think is going to shock the world this weekend out in Barcelona is going to be Logan Sargent. Logan Sargent came into the year with a lot of hype around him, as he is an American driver, and Formula One is picking up in the USA. And as the season has gone on, he's been very harshly criticized, which is very wrong. And you're starting to see that British bias kick in the media as they're trying to push in Mick Schumacher and other drivers into replacing Sargent. Sargent is not doing no worse nor better than Schumacher did his first year in Haas. They're just wanting to hear themselves speak, and I do not like that at all. Sargent is doing a fine job for the machine he's got, and I believe he's going to get points this weekend in Barcelona, as he will finish in 10th place, which is 1 world championship point. But you can see my picks there. On to NASCAR we go. The Coca-Cola 600 was this past weekend, and now the NASCAR Cup Series is heading out to St. Louis to race in a 300-mile race, which last year we saw Joey Logano getting the job done there. And this time around, though, I think we will see a Ford go to victory lane yet again. And that will be Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick brought an awesome setup to Martinsville. And I believe this track right here is going to be similar to Martinsville, but it's a little bit on steroids. So the point is, Stewart-Haas Racing is going to be quick here. And I believe Chase Briscoe is going to be the quickest one. And not to mention, he was on pole here last year and dominated. So I think Briscoe goes to St. Louis and turns his season around and goes to victory lane and makes it a back-to-back race win at Ford in the 2023 season, because Blaney won Charlotte and now Briscoe winning St. Louis. Second place is going to be Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece had a slow start to the 2023 campaign, but now he's starting to turn things around. Had a decent run in Charlotte. I think he's going to turn it around in St. Louis with a runner-up result, but time will tell. Third place is going to be Joey Logano, your defending race winner here in St. Louis from a year ago. Had a terrible outing in Charlotte, but his teammate won, so it's making you question what is wrong with Ford, because Blaney and Harvick are up front, but Logano and Briscoe and other drivers are struggling. Like, something's not clicking, and something like that's going to have to be resolved quickly, because you've seen the Chevy teams like Trackhouse and Hendrick Motorsports do so well, and he's seen the Toyota of Joe Gibbs Racing doing so fine. Something's not clicking. They got to get to the bottom of it very quickly. All right, here in 4th place, we got Kyle Larson, Money Man, Young Money, I guess you can say. That's his nickname. He's going to have a good outing. He's good. Whatever kind of car you put him in, he's always going to be competitive. And that's why I believe next year when he does the Indy 500 and the 600 double, that's why I think he's going to be in contention to win both races. But he's going to finish 4th this year in St. Louis. He's good at these kind of tracks, so keep an eye on him. 5th place, though, was going to be Kevin Harvick. Was quick in Martinsville. Had a bad strategy call at the end. I think he's going to come home in 5th place. So there you go. Chase Briscoe is going to win and turn his season around in St. Louis by winning. Ryan Preece will come home in 2nd, also turning his season around. 3rd place is going to be Joey Logano, having a good rebound from Charlotte. Not really turning his season around. He's been competitive. He won Atlanta. He's already in the playoffs. He has nothing to prove, but he's going to turn the season around, though. And then Kyle Larson in 4th place. Has come close so many times these last couple of weeks from winning a race. He won North Wilkesboro, but could have easily won Kansas, and could have easily won, what do you call it, the 600, but he wrecked out, though. And Harvick in 5th place. It's kind of been mad this year. He's always been in contention, but he always has something go wrong. And I don't know, I think 5th place is pretty reasonable here. I don't think he's ready yet to win. And my dark horse is going to be Austin Cindric. He was quick here a year ago. You really can't bet against Penske at the moment. They're hot in IndyCar. Ryan Blaney won a Cup race. I think Cindric, just the way he raced here a year ago and the momentum they got as a team, Austin Cindric is a slam dunk. So everybody, though, remember to please like and subscribe and comment down below your top 5 to be entered in this Sunday's Pick 5 contest. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.